everyone, it's Sharana from Payorwait, and today I'm going to be reviewing Rebel Ridge, which is currently streaming on the Netflix platform. This film is directed by Jeremy Saulnier. It stars Don Johnson, Aaron Pierre, Anna Sophia, as this film centers around an ex-Marine who grapples his way through a web of a small town corruption when an attempt to post bail for his cousin escalates into a violent standoff from the local police chief. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came, I hope you stay. I'll tell you what I liked about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and is it worth your time or not watching Rebel Ridge on Netflix. So going into what I enjoyed about this film, before I even get into this, there's going to be something that I feel like people aren't going to pay attention to, but I just really want to get into the physicality that, you know, Aaron Pierre is giving. There is a scene when Aaron Pierre's character is basically on a bicycle trying to catch up to his cousin, be like, hey, cuz, I'm finna get you out of jail, okay? And I was just like, is my man really like cycling this fast? Cause he was going so fast. I was like, the thighs are thighing, okay? The thighs are cycling, all right? And I just have to say, he was really doing that. Like, truly was keeping up with a bus, all right? So I just want to give props to where props is due. Aaron, if you ain't got no Peloton endorsement, you need to soul cycle your way. You need to do something. Get to that bag, honey. Because the way that the thighs are thighing and cycling, you deserve it all right? But I have to say, it's interesting to know that this film was first attached to John Boyega. And, you know, it's interesting because while watching this film, I was just like, Aaron does such a fantastic job. He's a great actor. If you watch him in movies such as Old Brother, the Underground Railroad series on Prime Video, he's always mesmerizing to watch on screen. But one of the things that I really love in Aaron's performance in this film is that you believe that he's somebody that can go toe to toe with the police department, that he's this ex-Marine that knows combat, he knows how to kick ass. But I love that you get this vulnerable side to him. And I love that we're starting to kind of redefine what masculinity looks like on screen, and especially from our action stars. Because one of the things that I really enjoy about the character of Terry is very in tune to his feelings. Terry cares deeply for his cousin. He's trying to get his cousin out of jail, and then he ends up in a bad situation that leads to some profiling, to some more sinister things that are happening within this local town. But I like that we get to see a hero that can kick ass but can cry, you know, in one scene, and then go back to kicking ass again, and just really be in touch with his feelings, just someone who truly wants to help people. And I think one of the biggest themes that I enjoyed about this series is it makes the audience have to grapple with, what would you do to just do the right thing to help somebody out? I think that's something that's missing in our society, is having a sense of community. You know, you see someone in need, you help them. You see somebody in trouble, you help them. I like that we have this guy, Terry, who is this ex-Marine. He's seen some things, he's done some things, but he sees different characters, you know, like Summer, who's played by Anna Sophia. She sees this person that's in trouble, or even she sees him and wants to help him help his cousin. I like that we're getting these heroes that kind of don't always look like what is portrayed to us through television and in film. And I like that with Anna Sophia, with her character, that, you know, she is someone who some people might seem as helpless, or, you know, this damsel in distress. But I like that her character is putting her life on the line to help a complete stranger, because she's trying to do what's right. And she wants to stop whatever bad thing is happening within the town. And she has her own baggage too. I just like that we kind of get that good sense of there's still good people out here in the world. Now, I think also too, you think that this is going to be like, hey, they didn't hit this man on his bike, they didn't took this man money, it's going to be this whole back and forth, like fighting. It's not. Like, you have good moments where you see like, hey, I can beat your ass, but I'm not going to beat your ass because I'm trying to help my cousin. So I like how we get this back and forth between Terry and then the police chief, played by Don Johnson. Y'all done made me hate Don Johnson, who did a really great job of playing this bad guy who feels like he's doing the right thing, just not going about it in the right way. And I like the back and forth. I think they do a really great job of kind of this tension that's happening. You know, Terry might get a win, and then the chief might get a win, and it goes back and forth, and you never really know how far does this go, how much is going to unfold. But I do like that you kind of get a good story of what's happening, and actually about something that actually does happen in real life. I thought thought that I was actually quite surprised. I was like, oh, I thought they were just gonna be beating each other's ass for the course of the movie, but oh, we actually got a story too. So I really like the writing behind that, of actually taking something that happens to real people and just having a little twist to that keeps kind of unfolding this mystery throughout the course of the film. Now, when there is action, I don't want you guys to think like it's like action packed from beginning to end. I like this is a little bit more cerebral. You know, Terry is a person who's very well aware that he's trying to save his cousin. He knows that this town is corrupt. It's his word against their word. He's a new person in town. There's so many different factors that are going against Terry. And so it kind of makes it more interesting, because he could just go guns a-blazing and beat everybody behind, but that doesn't work because he still has to get this task done of helping his cousin. So I like that it presents new challenges, that there's different ways that they go toe and toe with each other. And I think it makes for a little bit more of an interesting film. Now, if there's any issues that I do have with it, I did feel like at one point the movie goes on a little bit too long in the middle of the film. There's a couple of times I was like, oh, like, is the movie about to end? And then no, like something happens just to like force this person to go back into town and to get into more trouble. So I felt like sometimes, while I did like the mystery that was unfolding, I did feel like in the middle of the movie, it was just a little bit too long, to the point where it almost started to lose my interest. But just as that moment started to happen, that's when the story will pick back up. So I think from a pacing standpoint, I do feel like certain parts of the story could be taken out. I do wish that the connection with Summer's character, I do wish that Summer had more of a tie-in to the actual police. There's a storyline that she has, and I think if we would have made a tweak that the person that kind of has her in her situation was actually a part of the police force, I think that would have made her character a little bit more interesting. But I still like that she was getting her hands dirty. She has stuff to do, and also too that she put her neck on the line to also help Terry as well. Now, overall for me, I still enjoyed Rebel Ridge. It was actually a nice, pleasant surprise. It kind of took me back to like the good old days of Netflix, where you would like turn a movie on, not knowing what you're going to expect, maybe be like, oh, I'm gonna watch it in the background, and then actually be on the edge of your seat. I think that Rebel Ridge, even though it isn't like guns a-blazing, explosions everywhere, I think that it does a really great job of creating tense situations. I think Aaron Pierre is the next star on the rise to watch. I'm excited to see what this has in store for him. I'm excited that he's a part of a production that's going to get more eyes onto him. If you haven't watched The Underground Railroad, he's magnificent in it. Also too, he's magnificent in Brother. But I really had a good time with Rebel Ridge. It has an interesting story. You made me hate Don Johnson. I love Don Johnson so much, that he was so good and so dirty that I just had to beef with him. Okay, I felt conflicted while watching this. And then they had some fun moments that you're gonna be screaming at the TV. And if you're a person of melanin, you're gonna know what scene I was talking about when I was screaming at the TV, like, I know you better not do it. But I like movies like that. I like to scream at my TV. I like to be upset at characters. And I think that it did a really great job of keeping the tension. And I think that this is gonna be a hidden gem that everybody should see. So if you're looking for something to watch on Netflix, watch Rebel Ridge. You're gonna have a good time, okay? You know, you get your little eye candy to look at too, okay? I just had to say it. I had to say, okay, let me be professional. Be professional, okay? Yes. All right. I had a good time watching Rebel Ridge. Let me know in the comment section below. What did you think of Rebel Ridge? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comment section below. But those are my thoughts on the movie. As always, my name is Sharona from payorwait. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. And until I see you again, bye.